Hey guys, it's Patricia from Cypress Table, back again to show you a new recipe. Today we're going to do Florida-inspired citrus mussels and shrimp. Today we're going to use rock shrimp. These are kind of mostly native to Florida. They're super delicious. If you can't find them, you can use just regular kind of large pink shrimp would be fine. If you can find these guys, they are amazing. They're like little tiny lobster tails or something, super sweet. Got some mussels here. One thing I wanted to kind of touch base on is make sure that you give your mussels a really good rinse. And also you want to kind of go through, these ones are all really clean, but sometimes they have some, it's called beard, sort of stuck in their little mouths. You just want to make sure to pull that out. It's just really not appetizing. Another little thing is to make sure that your mussels are alive, and the way to do that is if you see I have a mussel that's a little bit open, give it a knock on a nice hard surface, and you're going to see the mussel close, and that's how you know that your mussels are alive and well and ready to die for your dinner. Alright, so we're going to get started. Gonna make a nice little braising liquid here. I'm using some Topo Chico, which is a delicious sparkling water that I love. This one is grapefruit. If you can't find Topo Chico grapefruit, just use like a grapefruit LaCroix or something like that. We're gonna do about a half a cup in there. I'm gonna drink the rest of it. It's my favorite. Next we're gonna do some citrus in here. We're gonna do some zest and juice. Our neighbors gave us a lemon from their lemon tree, which was super awesome. Fresh, super fresh. So just the zest and juice of a couple of lemons and a couple of nice Florida oranges. Whatever you can find, honestly. Again, if you're up north, you know, use whatever is available. So you're just going to kind of go through, zest everything right on into your Topo Chico. So this braising liquid we're actually gonna reduce significantly, and then we're gonna add some cream to this dish. So kind of some interesting things going on, stuff that I like to do, stuff that maybe people haven't really tried before, but still kind of keeping it simple. You're gonna notice that we have honestly very few ingredients on the table. It's a really simple, delicious dish. And I think you're really gonna like it. We also have some fresh corn here. This is about the last of the Florida sweet corn. Again, for my northern friends, summertime is gonna be a great time to do this dish. It's just, for me, it's just brimming with kind of summertime flavors. I'm just gonna do one lemon and two of the oranges. I don't want the lemon, the citrus and the lemon to curdle the cream. Got a little garbage bowl down there. And the citrus from the oranges is a little bit less harsh, so odds are it's not gonna curdle quite as much or react with the cream as much. So don't stress about the seeds. People are constantly stressing about seeds. Which way do I cut the citrus? Which way do I squeeze it? Blah blah blah. If you get a couple of seeds in there, it's really not the end of the world. Again, this is a channel that's kind of for people at home who just want to cook and have a good time. None of this stuff is hardcore molecular gastronomy or anything like that. You know, no fine dining, just really good, simple, delicious flavors. Yeah, so that is our braising liquid. Got that ready to go. Just gonna set it aside. I've got my induction burner here. You want to make sure that you have a nice big cast iron pan, kind of pre-readied here. I've got about a quarter pound of slab bacon that I chopped up. I cooked it off over medium heat. And the one trick with bacon and rendering bacon fat, you want to make sure that you cook it over like medium heat, not high heat. We always want to get that bacon really crispy really fast, but when we want to cook with bacon fat, you actually want to like slow it down a little bit, kind of slow and low with your bacon. So I've got that in the pan. I've taken the bacon out. That's ready for later. And then I also have 4 tablespoons of butter in the pan, as well as the bacon fat. So that's what we're going to start with. I'm going to turn my little induction burner on here. I'm going to really crank this. It's going to be about medium-high heat for y'all at home if you're using gas or electric. kind of whatever you have there. And to this pan, I've got some garlic and some scallions. It's about 4 scallions, just mostly the greens, or sorry, mostly the whites. And then this is about 10 cloves of garlic. So we're gonna get the pan nice and warm. We're gonna add these right on in there. So I've got that going. Those are hanging out. These greens we're gonna save for garnish. So next I want to talk really quickly about sweet corn. You definitely want to make sure that when you're using sweet corn, you use it in season. Otherwise, honestly, buy it frozen. Typically when it's frozen, it's kind of harvested at the peak of its season, and it's going to be nice and sweet. If you're using fresh, just make sure that you're using as kind of fresh and close to you as possible. Don't get something that's from California, you know, here in Florida in December. It's just not going to taste very good. So a couple things with sweet corn. A lot of people want to go like this, and then their sweet corn ends up all over the place. You could you know, set it on a bowl or something like that, but also you can just turn it on its side and cut it off that way. So I've got 3 ears of corn here. I love sweet corn. I am originally from the Midwest, and we are crazy for sweet corn. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of these guys ready to go. My table is shaking like a beast here.
Makes it exciting.
We thought about doing this segment inside, but we enjoyed doing it outside so much last time that we just kind of decided to roll with the outdoors. Especially right now, it's just nice to be outside, breathing fresh air, and enjoying, you know, kind of life as normally as we can right now. So getting that off kind of as close to that cob as you can is going to be important. Get this out of the way. So my aromatics are working. Aromatics is a term for really anything that smells really good when you start to cook it. It's going to be garlic, it's going to be onions, bell peppers sometimes in there. So it's kind of starting to sizzle away. This is a pretty quick dish, honestly. This is all going to go kind of quickly once it really starts rolling. What we're going to do is after these have started to soften about 3 minutes, we're going to add our braising liquid to that, and we're going to reduce it for a little while. We're going to add a little salt and pepper. I forgot to grab. Alright, so we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to this. And again, we've got our aromatics in here, just some green onion or scallions, and some garlic, a lot of garlic actually. I think there's about 10 cloves in there, something like that. So we're getting this going, and we're just about ready. My garlic is kind of starting to brown or toast a little bit, but it's not burnt. If I burn it, it's going to get really bitter. So just kind of keeping a close eye on it at this point is going to be important. So this is the little braising liquid that we made, all of our citrus in there, and our delicious topo chico. Go ahead and add that, and that's going to start to bubble pretty significantly from the carbonation in the delicious topo chico. I really do love this. You really have to try this, guys. Alright, so we're going to kind of start deglazing our pan a little bit. Again, just to recap, we've got bacon fat in here, kind of a boatload of butter, our braising liquid, which was the citrus zest, and the topo chico grapefruit. And we're just going to kind of let this start to hang out and reduce. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our tomatoes. Again, use seasonal tomatoes, whatever you have around. If you have heirloom tomatoes, dice them up. If you have just some cherries, that's great too. I just recommend at least cutting them in half if you got the little guys. And these are just really pretty. They're just nice little heirloom, baby heirloom variety. So this is starting to reduce nicely. All of the ingredients that are going to go into this pot have really, really quick cooking times. Our corn is really, really fast. Our shrimp is only going to be, for rock shrimp, you want to go closer to like 3 minutes. They just have a harder shell for the heat to penetrate. The mussels are really going to be fast. So we got this going. We're going to go ahead and add some heavy cream. We're going to add about a cup of heavy cream. Cup and a half, maybe. And we're going to let that start to reduce alongside our braising liquid there. And that's what I was saying. We wanted to be careful about the amount of lemon that we added to this pan. The citric acid in lemon, it's going to curdle the cream pretty darn quickly, whereas the orange is a little bit more of a tempered citric acid, so it's not going to kind of funk up our dish at all. I mean, if you like funky dishes, that's fine. Sometimes I like funky dishes.
You do.
So it's kind of reducing here the way we want it to, and we're just going to go ahead and give it a taste at this point. See how we're feeling. It's delicious. For me, a little bit more salt. So this is going to be probably a teaspoon and a half of salt for me. One thing that you could do at this point, if you wanted to add a little like spice to this, some sliced jalapenos would be great at this point. A little crushed red pepper. I'm going to keep it kind of light today because it's already pretty heavy with all this butter and cream and bacon fat. And I kind of want to just sort of feel all those flavors out. But if you did like a little heat, even a little Tabasco at this point would be good. So we're going to go ahead now and add our corn. As I spill it all over the place. So again, that's 3 ears of corn. Right in there. Go ahead and stir that in. And the corn is gonna almost give it like almost a chowdery feel, honestly. And this, you could easily serve this dish over some rice if you wanted to, over some grits. Honestly, even like mashed potatoes would be good, or mashed sweet potatoes. I'm just gonna have it with bread tonight, just because I'm a big fan of dipping. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and add our shrimp, rock shrimp, or whatever kind of shrimp you're using. I like to keep the shells on, even my regular shrimp, my non rock shrimp. The shells add a lot of flavor to the stock. So just going to go ahead and sprinkle those guys in and get them going. Oh my god, they're so cute. And you can already see that they're starting to pink up a little bit. And at that point, you kind of know that it's time to start kind of rolling with the remaining ingredients. Some of this stuff we're actually going to leave to the end. The tomatoes we're going to toss in at the end, as well as the bacon and some scallions and some chiffonade of basil. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and add our mussels right here. Again, go through, give him a good knock. If he starts to close, there he goes closing. If he starts to close, you know you're good to go. So I'll just kind of go through, make sure that the ones that are open a little bit, you're getting those to close. You don't want to soak these clams. We're going to do another clam episode for sure. Clams you want to soak, actually preferably overnight, especially if they're really sandy. So if I got like little necks from Cedar Key, depending on where I got them from, they can be really sandy. So you want to soak those. You don't want to soak your mussels. That will kill your mussels. You just want to rinse them in good cold water. Again, give them a knock. Make sure that everybody's alive. This guy's kind of open. You can sort of probably see him a little bit better. And there he's closing. Alright, so this is it. Florida-inspired mussels and rock shrimp or regular shrimp, whatever you have. We want to plate it and a plate with a nice lip. Really make sure to get, you know, all of this corn and all of your delicious kind of cream citrus jus. And we're gonna serve it just with some lemon wedges like that, and a couple of nice big wedges of bread. And to me, that's dinner. So hope you guys enjoy this recipe. I hope you try it out. The recipe is going to be in the comments. I hope you love this as much as I do. Cheers, guys. Stay well.